What's up, guys? This workout that you're about to look at is a pump day that I'm doing right now, or at least a variation of it. Um, as you all know, my show got pushed back to 24 weeks out, so this was filmed, hell, I don't know, right at 20 weeks out, which would have been like 2, 3 weeks ago. Um, so the role of this pump workout is to facilitate just an extra workout for my upper body. As I saw some of my best results in my chest and shoulders through multiple workouts per week. So now I'm up to 2 per week for lower body, 2 per week for upper body, with the exception of back. Um, I'm not sure. I don't think back will get more than one workout a week, as I am training legs twice, and that's kind of a beast in and of itself, and a tremendous load on the central nervous system, even with varying movements for squats and all that. So this is just a sample of how I'm doing things. It is by no means a definitive video about how I do things. So this is just a variation. Some constants though, the volume stays relatively the same. The repetitions do change depending upon how I feel and what I'm trying to accomplish that day, which is tremendous blood volume in the muscle. I can get that with 10 reps. I can get that with 20 reps. I can get it with 8. The main thing is not to hit failure too often within those few sets that I'm doing. I'll hit failure on a couple, but I definitely don't want it to be because of load. Um, so again, this is just one way that I'm doing my workout. So if you want to follow along, please go ahead and do that. I encourage it. And if you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section below. I would love to help you out on anything that I can and answer any questions that you may have. Because I do believe that training at a higher frequency with limited volume or volume within reason can yield some excellent bodybuilding results. So again, guys, without further ado, let's just get to the workout and keep things moving. Okay, guys, thanks for joining me. Sorry for the dark video. I do lighten it up as we go on. Starting out with seated hammer bench presses. This is probably one of the best bench press machines that you will ever have in existence. Hammer really churned out a winner with this one. It doesn't go straight out. It kind of curves into an incline damn near. But what it does is that it converges as you press up. So it's making it a very strong contraction and getting the chest very short, which is something that I definitely want to happen. You can do it with dumbbells, but with this, I feel it's more of a hard contraction at the top, and it just yields a lot of benefits. So again, just trying to get that muscle short as possible and trying to make sure that I get a very strong contraction. You do have to be strong for this. 2 plates is heavy for this movement for a pump day. So ideally, I should have backed it down to a plate and a quarter. But us meatheads, I did not. So I had to reap the rewards, quote unquote, of not going to that plate and a quarter. So moving on, got some dips, and I was trying to go all the way down. I thought I was going all the way down. At least it felt like it. I don't have anyone to call out my form, but I didn't. So there's nothing special here, just some dips, really just trying to grind through. Rest periods were about 30 to 45 seconds, minimal, no talking, none of that. Just needed to get in and get out and prepare for the day or prepare for the show that was on the way. Bent over cable crossovers, again, just really squeezing the chest. And this was in a higher rep range. So the thing about pump days is that they're supposed to help with recovery. They're not supposed to tire you out extremely, which is something that in the past with certain pump days, I would go for broke, and then I would label it under a pump day. And then when the main workout would come along, I'd be still roasted from my pump day. Guys, remember that the pump day is in so many ways an active rest for your system. Is something for you to help reset and get blood in the muscle. Blood helps with repair and regenerating new tissue. So you don't want to go overboard on these type of days. You want to get in, you want to get out, and you want to keep it rolling. You should be, for a pump day, you should be in the gym no longer than 45 minutes. And you think 45 minutes doesn't sound like that's a long time. You're right, it's not if you're doing it for a main day. But if you're in there, no bullshit, working hard, you can get your pump day out the way in about 45 seconds and really leave with a very solid training session in the books. So don't think that time is your friend. Well, time is your friend, but don't think you have to just uh, not race against the clock while you're in there. Again, 45 minutes of just all out gut busting work, making sure that you get blood in the muscle, make sure things stay off of your connective tissue. So exercise selection is of utmost importance when you're doing this. And then on top of that, it's just good to train for a pump. So moving on to shoulders, we got some Y laterals. So I'm trying to throw the handles out in front of me at an angle. I'm not going out to the side as I used to do. As I've been reading more and more articles and seeing more and more pro trainers do laterals this way. Sorry for the camera angle. You kind of want to bring the elbows, you want to kind of bring the hands out at an angle. Not a front raise, not a side lateral traditional raise as you have seen. And I'll probably go into this more tomorrow. I'll probably do an Instagram video on it. But also you just want to make sure that you're just putting all that pressure on the side delt and really no one else. And you want to minimize cheating even with a cable. Notice I started to approach failure and did half reps. That wasn't by design. Then what we have here is the last bit of the workout. I did not do triceps today. I have my free motion behind the neck press. So if you notice where my hands are at, it kind of simulates a behind the neck press, and it also converges at the top as well. This felt really good on my shoulder and on my elbow, which I am having trouble with right now. So, staying heavy on my main push days are very difficult. So the auxiliary day or the push pump day really does help me in maintaining that fullness and strength that I do have. So hopefully I can get this cleared up and we can keep it pushing. But guys, it was just a quick one. Thank you for watching. If you haven't, please like and subscribe to the channel. We got a lot more guests for our podcast coming up, and I have a lot more training related content coming to you guys. All right, take care.